Hi all. Today I want to talk about rejection. Okay, they say that rejection is a blessing when someone rejects you or when you are rejected. When you want in something and you get rejected, it's a blessing. And it truly is a blessing because then it will hurt us if somebody rejects us. All of us, we feel down. I feel down when I get rejected. And it happened to me that there was this there was this time when uh, I was supposed to receive some amount of money. So I told my husband that, oh, we're gonna get this amount of money. So he said, oh, okay. And so I said, if you can get some coins from your 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 borrowing fund, and will you see? And so we were using the money that he was borrowing, and we came up to an amount of uh, borrowing fund to pay back, and it was on a Saturday. So we went out and then we came back. We were coming back, and I thought, oh, I should go to the canteen. We should go to the canteen and ask Uncle if we can get some uh, some goods from the canteen because Monday when they send the coins, we'll definitely come down and pay. And he said, oh, okay, that's a good idea. And then he said, oh, you can get one. He said you can get one chicken tray. So we were looking forward to having that tray for dinner. So we went to the canteen expecting to, get something from the canteen. When we went to the canteen, the the canteen owner normally allows us because we always pay back on time. And this time, it was not the canteen owner there; it was his daughter. So we went in, and then I asked her, is Uncle in? And she said, no, he's not here. I said, okay, uh, could you ask him if we could get some things from the canteen and Monday we'll come and pay? And she told us no. And I had no choice but to just accept it. So I came down and I told my husband, oh, sorry, the canteen owner's daughter said no. And so we left and we went up. And as we were walking up, I said, I think it's a good thing. Like we mustn't see it as it's something bad because normally uncle allows us to get all the time. Whenever we go ask, he says yes. At this time, because it was his daughter, it was a no. So I said, maybe it's a good thing because uh, we don't know what the future holds, what tomorrow brings. Otherwise, it's a protection day. And so my husband and I walked up to the house. We came up, we stayed. Okay, it's Monday, Sunday, Monday. I was waiting for that coins and that coins was supposed to come. It didn't come. So my husband came home that afternoon and he asked, so did it come? And I said, no. He said, oh, okay. Okay, we stayed that whole week. There was nothing also. At the end of the week, I received the coins. When I received the coins, we paid back the the borrowing fund that we got. We paid it back, and then we were left with enough for us to buy our food to last us for another week. And that money that was supposed to be used that time, had we got the things at the canteen, it would have all gone to that it would have all gone to that canteen, and we would be left with nothing, and we would borrowing again. And so I was thinking, oh, thank God, thank you, Lord, that that we got rejected by that young girl. Had we went on to getting those goods, and when the money came, everything would go to borrowing fund. It would go to paying our credits off, and would be left with nothing at all. And so I was like very grateful. Like, and then I thought, sometimes we have to be grateful for the things that happen in our lives, like rejection. We won't always get what we want, because the Lord knows. The Lord knows. So he kind of prevents us in a way that he saves us, because he's an all-knowing God. He knows everything before it happens. And so to save us the stress, to save us the complication and whatnot struggle, he pushed people in front to stop that from happening. So that came as a blessing, rejection. So most of us see rejection as, and then we try to complain about it, and we try to resent too much, when instead we just have to be grateful for, you know, what's happening. And so when people say rejection is a blessing, yes, definitely is a blessing. Because if we were not rejected and we went ahead crediting from the canteen, when the money came, it would have all gone to that. But we were saved by that young girl's strictness. And so that was one thing that I've understood about it, and I was grateful. I was really grateful that time when I got the coins and paid up our credits, and what we were left with, we budgeted it. We bought the things that would last us for a week, and so that was what happened. So yeah, so that's about rejection. Thank you for listening.